Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
If I want to run this for somebody else, Steve Morgan, I will say Steve M. And save it. Now, what it does is it saves these parameters for me. So every time we cancel this out. Yes, discard. I hope it saved the save parameters. Right. So now if I run, I saved it at the act. So we can write time and refresh again. Alright. So if I run this report now, if I go to related actions and custom report and run, let's say I run it every day. Now, every time I do not have to type the name of the manager. I have saved it. So I will go here, and I will click on Logan. And now pay very careful attention to what is going to happen. I'll click on Logan. And what happened? Logan, Steve watch a magical write. So I had saved it. Now, if I want to run it for Steve, this did not run it, of course, it just filled up those parameters for me. Right, and if I select Steve, it searched for Steve Morgan. Isn't it great? Right. Remember, like when we go to some websites we fill up some details. The browser offers to remember those values. And it's like autofill. They call it as autofill. So next time you fill up a similar thing, it says, okay, is this information you want to fill? And if you click on that, it fills up name, phone number, address. It fills up all those fields for you, because the browser remembers. Right. It is so convenient. Isn't it? It is so convenient. This is not a performance feature. This is a convenience feature. So, as a report designer, when we create reports for the users, do the users a favor. Do yourself a favor by enabling the save parameters. It's a wonderful option. You see, every time you run a report you don't have to type it and find out those parameters. You do it once you save it. Right. And next time you run it, just select it from the report. For Logan MC is only one field. I would rather type it right. I would rather type it a wise. Do I need to even enable save parameters and then save it? Right. Okay. Let me show you one report. Let me show you this report. Find customer invoices. All the way it says you want to use. First let me use this one. Find customer invoices. Now do you appreciate why we need the save parameters? Look at the different prompts. If you have to fill them up, how much time will it take? Right. And how much I mean you have to be very careful. Otherwise, I mean if you enter something wrong, then your entire report output will be wrong. Does it make sense to enable save parameters here? What do you think? What do you say? It does, right, because there are so many prompts. Isn't it based on the company customers, invoice status, payment type, invoice type, and so on and so forth? Because there are so many customer invoices in the system. Unless you specify a lot of parameters, you will not be able to find the specific invoice that you are looking for. Right. So that's why it makes sense to have so many prompts and filter criteria. And you also need to enable the save parameters for your users. They will thank you from the bottom of your heart if you enable this particular option. Right. Otherwise, every time the person who runs this report we have to fill up all these details, which is absolutely not convenient. Right. But there are some reports like this, which has multiple prompts. So it makes a lot of sense to enable save parameters for these kind of reports. Okay. Alright. So what did we talk about today? We started the discussion on custom reports. We created a custom report from a standard report. What was the task to do that? Creating a custom report from a standard report. It's been report. Copy standard report to custom report. Yes. And if you do not want to do the task, what is other option you have? Go to the related actions and from there of the standard report and you create the text option. Copy. Right. Then what did we do? We added a few fees to the customer report. We added hire date and location in this case. And we talked about the column heading override. We saw some sorting options. Right. We sorted based on this sort was already there. Total hire total base pay annualized, but already there. We added another sort criteria. And what else did we do? We added a filter, correct? We added a filter where we are filtering on the basis of the compensation. We are saying that a capital compensation is more than or equal to 1. Only then I'm showing me the employees whose compensation is more than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 1. So I filtered out those workers whose compensation was $0. Correct. And then, what else did we do with change the output type? The output was initially table and chart. So I did that too. I changed that to table. Right. And we saw that the report is, by default, not shared with anyone else. The default option is, do not share report definition. And then we also marked the report as permanent, and the way we did it was we unchecked this particular option. There was an option here which said temporary report equal to yes. Right. There was this option, and we have marked it as no. We have marked it as no. We have unchecked it. The temporary report is unchecked. Got it. And then, what else did we do? We enabled the safe parameters. We enabled safe parameters. And what does this option give us? What, how does it help? In the safe parameters, it's safe. Search the report criteria. It allows you to save right. You may save. You may not save as well, but it allows you to save your filter criteria, the values that you fill up in the prompts. It allows you to save that. That is why we are enabling the safe parameters. So, if you want to save the parameters every time,
please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.